the time. So it was all about committing and sacrifice for us. And I knew this is where I needed to be at the time. Leadership here too, so it's awesome.
Good stuff, Sandy. So, you know, you have become a superstar achiever, and you didn't even know that you won the contest and made it into the top. But and you know that goes for all the different contests you're in, right? You know, you're always always there. You're always winning, right? And that is the mark of somebody who is on the right track. You know, you won the World Series. And what are the other contests you've won?
The World Series, the IGO customers. I think
that's right. You won that award.
Yep. Yeah. And then I was lucky enough to get drawn out on the night for winning that competition also. And then this competition I had no idea about. I was just working away there and duplicating the Star Achiever system, and then this popped up again, basically. So yeah, it's been amazing.
Awesome. Good stuff. Good stuff. So give us a little about your background, okay? Because I don't think many have heard it. And you know, give us what it was that you were doing prior to iBoomerang, and then bring us up to the present moment.
So okay, when I first heard about iBoomerang, it was brought to me by a very close friend of mine, a man that I trusted, but I knew nothing about online businesses. I think, like most people, when I was introduced or heard about online businesses, I had the perceptions that everybody else does. So, but I was actually working in security at the time. I was running security contracts for major private hospitals, and I'd been doing that for around 17 years. My background before that was working in the mines and doing that. So I was doing FIFO, what they call FIFO, flying in and out in the mines, doing that type of work, and always been laboring and hands-on work. But since getting into iBoomerang, a lot of people know now that, you know, I was able to retire my wife after 6 months of being in iBoomerang. I walked away from my job and my occupation I had done for the last 17 years within about 18 months of doing iBoomerang. And what I do now is build iBoomerang, something that I'm passionate about, something that I believe in, and it's completely freed my family. So what I do now is I'm a full-time network marketer for iBoomerang and helping people achieve their dreams and goals. So it's been an amazing journey.
Yes, it has. And iBoomerang was the first network marketing company you were ever in, correct?
Yes, correct. Never done it before.
Yeah. So tell us what you're doing there in New Zealand. Tell us about the facility that you've set up over there.
So I've heard a lot over the time that I've been in iBoomerang about treating, iBoomerang and our business as a real business. So, you know, I came back here to New Zealand with a concept and a goal and a dream to grab hold of a facility and kind of make it like a hub for us here in New Zealand, where we can promote everything that we have, at a place that we can present, a place that people can send other people to if they want to know about who we are and what we're doing. And basically, I'm going to be there 24/7 if I need to be. If people are driving past or whatever it is, I'm going to be there helping the team build, and just a place that we can call home here. As you know, we've been a bit deprived over here with events and stuff and been locked down, and we haven't been able to get to a lot of stuff. So I kind of found it to be like, you know, solving a solution for us. If we can't get to an event, we're going to have it here. You know, but if we can, of course, we're going to most definitely get there. I'm going to get there. But, you know, it was just a place for us to get together, share what we're doing, and have a place that everybody can call home pretty much.
So cool, man. So good, Sandy. And tell us what you're doing with the schools over there.
Yeah, so I'm talking to a lot of schools and, doing some live Zooms with them and their parents, talking about ELLEV8 and why I believe, you know, ELLEV8 should be something that's been taught in the schools. And also some of them have got different business classes that they're running. So they want to transition ELLEV8 into their business classes that they're doing and teaching the children along with their parents, ELLEV8 and the concepts of trading and wealth building and generational wealth building. But, you know, we're in talks with the prison services, all these different types of people that I believe, you know, ELLEV8's amazing. It's an amazing, amazing platform that we have. And I just think it can help so many people. So the schools is where I first focused on, but yeah, we're branching out into other areas. So I just love it. Absolutely love it.
Cool. Good stuff, man. Tell us a little bit about, the children there, you know, and your children in particular, and other children over there that are learning ELLEV8? What is it that they're doing? How is it that they're learning this?
Oh, it's so what the business classes have been doing is basically they've been getting me on there to talk about ELLEV8, but we've been showing ELLEV8 through my back office, obviously through Zooms, and they're loving it. They're loving it. They've never seen anything like it before. I think not a lot of us had heard of the Forex market. We've heard of the other things and trading and stuff, but I believe a lot of people wanted to do it, but never had an avenue or a platform like ELLEV8 that they knew was out there where they could get it and actually educate themselves and their families. But for me and my children, we've made it a ritual. We go down to our building, we sit down there for an hour and a half, we go through ELLEV8, I quiz them, they argue over who's going to answer what and who's getting things correct and who isn't. So we've made it a game, but they just love it. They love it. And they know that, this is going to free them. So they're excited. They're super excited about it.
Wow. So you are teaching classes and it's not something that they're learning in school. And again, curriculum in school has to be approved by the government. But you are teaching children how to trade. That's incredible. That's incredible.
Well, I mean, we're utilizing the system and obviously the teacher that we're dealing with and some of the teachers, they're already in ELLEV8. So they're already part of the system. They're already learning ELLEV8. So what it really is getting them all together and showing them the platform of what we have and then them utilizing being part of ELLEV8 and bringing it into their own homes. So we're just giving them a small part of it, of what it's about and what it's doing for our families and our children. And it's about planting that seed into their homes so they can then go and teach their families. So it's amazing.
So good. That is incredible, man. I appreciate everything you're doing over there, Sandy. And and then also you have a warehouse, right? And you're storing skin tech there and cents.
Yep. So we've got basically the building that we've got there, which is the hub. We've also got a place where we are going to be stockpiling our skin tech and our products because we know we're going to have other products coming in also, along the line. So we wanted to have a place that we could maybe solve some problems for not only ourselves, but for the wider team, if anyone needed some stuff and that. So we just kind of found it. I mean, it's one thing to have a problem, but you've got to be a solution finder. So, we've taken that on and found a solution to our own problems, basically.
Cool. Good stuff. So this is all about you being a superstar achiever as well. Okay. This is why you're on today. So tell us, how do you become a star achiever? And then how do you become a superstar achiever?
Well, for me, I didn't know too much about the whole concept of Star Achiever and Superstar Achiever when it came in, but I knew that Mr. Bugs had transitioned it for a reason. I knew it came in because it was a way that people could, not only duplicate the system, but also create an income for them and their wider team. So for me, it was super important to go Star Achiever as soon as it happened. But as soon as the ELLEV8 came in, I knew that I could capitalize on ELLEV8 and help as many people as I could become Star Achiever. So without them having to necessarily buy stuff or do that type of stuff, they could get into ELLEV8, they could bring in some customers. So what I did was, I created a system where I was getting in a lot of customers through ELLEV8, and then I duplicated that system with my team. So in doing that, a lot of people went Star Achiever, and that enabled me to go Superstar Achiever, which was pretty much every month. So just utilizing everything that we have, and building ELLEV8, and everybody wants to trade. Everybody wants to trade. So getting people into ELLEV8, showing my team how to duplicate what I was doing and leading by example, pretty much, I would say, Mark, getting out there and not being the person that's, telling people what to do, but also showing by my actions. So it was really building ELLEV8, showing them how to build ELLEV8, duplicate that system. And then by doing that, they became Star Achiever.
Awesome. So again, how many ELLEV8 customers do you have?
I've stopped counting.
Is it over 100? Is it safe to say it's over 100?
Yeah, it would be over 100, but I stopped counting probably around 80. I think it was pretty cool to get it and build that. But one thing I did notice that if I was focusing too much on the numbers, things slowed down. So, I wanted to just keep working. So that's all I've done is just keep working and working. And I don't look at the numbers, to be honest. I haven't looked for a long, long time. But, yesterday I brought in 3 new customers just yesterday. So I don't focus on the numbers. I just keep building.
That's funny. That is good. That's awesome, Sandy. So is there anything that I have not asked you or that you want to leave the ambassadors with today?
I think for me, it's always been just a couple of things, really. And I think people challenge themselves. They put, blocks in front of them building their business. And you hear it all the time, I'm too busy to do that. I'm too busy to do this. And, I think when people do that, their businesses sort of halt and slow down. So for me, it's always been belief and vision. And I'll say this, till the cows come home. I believe so much in what we have and the vision of what we have. And when I take this business to people, they know that I'm all in. They know that I'm all in. And I know some people may be on here and they say, look, I believe. I truly believe. But, that's them believing in themselves. I don't know if it's necessarily believing in the business. And I think when you believe and you have that vision, so people ask me, how do you recruit and how do you get people in ELLEV8? I just believe bigger than anybody else. That's what I do. I believe bigger than anybody else. And that's how I brought people into ELLEV8. I've had people join ELLEV8 just like I have my business that don't even know really that it's about training. I've just told them, man, you just need to get into this. It's a game changer. It's generational wealth building. You need to start now. Don't ask me what it's about. Get in. We'll figure it out. Here's the system. Here's the platform. Jump in. So when you're telling me these things and you believe in your vision is so big, I think people just want to follow. I think people want to follow, so they jump in.
That's it. When I first talked to you, which was, gosh, I think over a year ago, maybe it was even 2 years ago, you had said that you had never given the presentation. And I was like, what? You became a Sapphire without ever sharing the presentation. And you also apologized because you weren't sending out id-decides. And I was like, well, how are you doing this? And again, you just explained it. Your belief is so big and so strong that people follow that belief. And Sandy, hats off to you, man. I appreciate you, brother. You are doing a fantastic job, and you are just a believer, man. And it's awesome to see your success and all the success that you're getting your team. Love it.